If you launch Crimson Desert on your ROG Ally X without fixing one critical system issue first, you're not just risking a crash, you could be putting your hardware under unnecessary long-term stress, and I'll show you the fix for that at the end of this video. Right now, Crimson Desert isn't a normal game you can simply launch and play. It's more like a brutal stress test for your patience. At least that's how many people in the community describe it. While the trailers promise next-gen perfection, the reality on the Ally X is dealing with issues that go beyond low frame rates. Before we dive deeper into what exactly is going wrong, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Right now, the situation looks like this. If you install the latest graphics driver, the one ASUS labels as the March update, even though it was actually supposed to release back in February, the game doesn't just stutter. According to many community reports, it completely freezes within 60 seconds. We're talking about a total system lockup once players try to move their character. A lot of users report that they had to take a drastic step backwards. A full clean install using DDU just to roll back to the old October driver. It's the only way to make the game run without crashing. It's frustrating, but without that rollback, you might as well not even launch Crimson Desert. Now let's talk about the hard numbers, and this is where things get ugly. Users push the system up to 25 watts and lock the VRAM to 8 GB just to have a fighting chance. At 1080p on the low preset with FSR set to performance, players were barely scraping together 30 to 40 frames per second. But the moment you switch to the medium preset and leave ray tracing enabled, the whole house of cards collapses. Frame rate tanks into unplayable territory, and even frame generation can't save the unstable feeling anymore. In a world where milliseconds decide victory or defeat, that's dangerous territory. But here's the loop nobody talks about. Performance absolutely falls apart once NPCs flood the screen, combat starts, or you begin traversing through the air. Anyone who thinks 1080p will stay enjoyable long-term is going to get punished later in the game. The only real way to make Crimson Desert playable right now is by dropping down to 720p. On the medium preset at 720p with ray tracing disabled, you can at least hit around 40 frames per second, which feels acceptable in quieter areas. But cities can still drag performance down to 25 frames per second. Dropping further to the low preset at 720p stabilizes things closer to 50 frames per second. That's basically the sweet spot. This is where FSR3 comes into play. If you set FSR3 to quality, the image at 720p actually looks surprisingly decent while keeping frame rate stable. But be careful, frame generation can get janky. You'll notice hitching and stuttering. It almost feels like the developers completely forgot about handheld chipsets when optimizing the game's post-processing effects. For the hardcore tweakers out there, there's also the option of lossless scaling. If you cap the game internally at 30 frames per second and let the software double the frames, you can get a visually smoother 60 frames per second experience that honestly feels cleaner than the game's native frame generation implementation. But let's be honest, Crimson Desert on handhelds currently feels rough and poorly optimized. Anyone trying to experience Crimson Desert on the Ally X right now needs to be ready to dive deep into system settings, manually uninstall drivers, and make graphical compromises that genuinely hurt. This isn't plug and play. We can only hope for future patches and better driver support from ASUS and AMD.